gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world out? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Oh, how I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Discover books I forget about, but who care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax. Bring my hair loose in my bed. Oh, just rest with me, close to curtain, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, oh, and take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Rest with me, close to curtain, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, and take my hand and lead even when I disagree. I wanna jump around when I think about yesterday. Your smile, your style so fly, my oh my. As time stood still, I got the urge to steal a kiss, and so I did. Now I'm embarrassed, but just a little bit. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips. Can you imagine us two out in the woods
just been replenishing my box of fat quarters. These are all for sale in my shop, so I like to keep fat quarters already cut, and that way when orders come in I can just reach for the fat quarter. And obviously if anyone orders half a metre or a metre, then I can just come up and cut it off the roll. But it makes it so much easier having fat quarters already cut. I've just also added a few new to the shop because I had a few sitting on my shelf that I'd bought for previous bags and mystery boxes. So I've now got this cute cat one available for sale. We've got little jumpers on and even a little mice. So cute. And I've got some lovely leaves for sale, as well as a few others. And I've also decided that I'm going to list some Snoopy fabrics for sale because I have these three. I've got full bolts of them and I don't need all that fabric, so I am putting a limited amount in the shop, and they are just adorable. I love little Snoopy and his surfboard, so cute. And then we've got Snoopy in the summer on his holidays at the beach, and then Snoopy in his camper van. I love these fabrics, they're so fun, but I think this is my favourite, and I think I might need a project bag for myself made of this. I might need to use all the fabrics because I actually don't think I could choose just one. I might need to have a little bit of the others on it as well. The problem of having so much fabric is trying to decide what to use for my own stuff is so difficult. I've also got this one which I really like as well because, well, it's beachy, of course. It's all beach huts and just lovely stuff. And we've had such nice weather lately, it's just making me want all the summery stuff. Oh my god, I've just looked up into the woods and there's a deer. You see it? Where is it? I could just see the I just saw the leaves moving and I could see it. Can you see it? Just over, where's my thing? Oh, I can't even point. Trust me, it's there. You can see the leaves moving. There's a deer eating them. All the fresh green shoots. I got a little bit distracted there by the deer, but here is a nice little glimpse of my fabric shelves. So these are, most of these are in my shop, not all of them, but don't they look so nice? It looks like a proper little shop. And I've also got over this side, these are the ones that I have on the rolls. Again, most of these are in the shop, but not all of them. But yeah, it really does feel like I am in a little fabric shop. And it makes me happy to see them all, and they do look so pretty. I'm going to drop the iron board, I'm trying to hold it up with one hand. But there you go, you get the idea. been looking at ways to get some labels made for putting in my products, and I was thinking of getting a stamp made with my little lady on it. She's my logo, but I was worried that a stamp, it would be too much detail for a stamp, because all this little and the detail down here is so small that I thought I might get lost on a stamp. So I had the idea to get some fabric printed with just a label on it. So that's what I've done. I've got just a sample here, so I ordered just a small sample to see what it'd be like, and it's come out really well. And I've ironed on to the back of it some, oh, I can't remember what you call it. Forgotten what you call it. But it's basically double-sided like tape, glue stuff. So all I need to do is peel that off and then iron that down onto where I want it to go, and it will stay on. So I'm not explaining that very well. I need to cut round each label, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you, see how it works. So yeah, I'm cutting out a little pouch here. I'm going to sew it into the lining. So we'll see what that looks like. So I'm just going to cut one out now, and then I'll show you the next step of the process. So I've cut out basically what would be one label. Looks really cool, doesn't it? It looks like an actual label. So all I need to do is peel off the back. You can see the glue on the back of the fabric. So all these things that I use to make things, that makes my ironing board and my iron look really grubby. So if you see my ironing board or iron ever in videos and they look filthy, it's all these little bits of glue that just end up on the iron. Same with anything I put on my fabric, the interfacing, the stiffeners, they all end up on the iron and make it really mucky. So I'm not even going to show you the base of my iron. So this is going to be the lining to the pouch that I'm about to sew up. It's just going to be a little zip pouch. So I'm going to put my label where I want it to go, so that I've just folded it in half to find the middle. It's going to have a zip at the top, so I don't want it too near the top. I'll put it about here, sort of in the centre, and then with the steam on now, I'm going to hold it over. You can use a damp cloth, but I find that just steaming it on makes the glue work. So I'm just going to steam that on. When you put the backing on in the first place, I forgot what it's called, fusible interfacing I think it's called, or no, it's not interfacing, I forgot what it's called, Bondaweb, it's like the brand name actually. So when you put it on first, you do not want steam, because the steam activates your glue. So if you steam that on now, at that stage, you'll never get your paper off, because it'll have stuck to the paper because you've activated the glue. So you don't want steam at that stage, you want it at this stage, which we've just done. So I've now steamed that on, and I'm now just going to do a zigzag stitch around that, and then hopefully you'll still see the dotted line, which is what I wanted. So this is the first time that I've done this, so the first time you're seeing it is going to be the first time that I've seen it as well. I'm pretty pleased with that, it looks really good. Happy with that. literally just finished crocheting this bunting that I've made for a friend's birthday. It's called the Solstice Bunting, which is really ironic because I found the pattern without knowing what it was called, and then the solstice, it was the spring solstice like the next day, so that was a bit ironic. But I actually went like trawling Ravelry looking for a pattern, so it wasn't like it came up in an algorithm or something. This is a pattern by Lulu Loves, and it was a paid for pattern. The annoying thing is she actually gave it out free when she first released it last year, but I just missed it. So I've used different shades of cottons. These are all paint box cotton, I think. DK. The cream is just a cheap cotton that I got at my local yarn shop. But I really, really like how it's turned out. It's proper like boho look, which I really like. So yeah, I decided to do a few different colours just to make it fun. Yeah, there's not much more to say about it, but I love the pom-poms. So I'm going to see my friend soon, so I hope she likes it. I am going to make myself one as well, I think, but I think mine's just going to be all cream, and then I might hang it on maybe the mantelpiece or something. But I think that's turned out really fun and so nice for summer. That would look so nice outdoors as well if you had like some decking or something. Well, they actually look like sunshines. Maybe that's why it's called the Solstice pattern. And you could use different colours as well. You could do, that would look like a sunflower if you did a brown middle. But yeah, really happy with that, and not too difficult. The only thing for me when I do a crochet pattern is that sometimes I have to play about with the hook size, so I think I maybe did start it a couple of times just to get it the size and the tension that I was happy with. I think I used a 3.5 hook for these, but yeah, pleased with those, really like them. And you could probably use any yarn as well, wouldn't have to be DK I suppose. But yeah, pleased with how that's turned out. And I've learned a few different stitches through it as well. Just got home from seeing my friend Natalie, and she gave me some birthday presents, which was really nice because today's her birthday, so I gave her some birthday presents too. The bunting that I showed you earlier was actually for Natalie, and same with the little zippy pouch that I was making that has one of the new labels in it. Here's what I got from Natalie. Natalie makes these gorgeous doilies, and she's made me a really big one that she gave me I can't remember if it's for a Christmas gift or a birthday, but she's made me some more. They are so beautiful. And this one is a square one made with like joined up granny squares with a really pretty flower in the middle. So pretty. I've got some stickers and some paper here that I think is maybe handmade, and she's splattered it with some metallic silver, which is really cool. And some lovely yarns, which are absolutely beautiful colours. And a washi that kind of matches the stickers with like daisies, chocolate buttons, and some coconut flour to have a play with, and some date and pecan muesli, which sounds and looks delicious. I can't wait for breakfast. So I'm just opened up my prezzies, and I've just come down on the floor to show you my knitting, so I'm going to get that out in a second and show you as well. And I'm just having a cup of tea to warm up because it's dropped, the temperature has really dropped today. We went for a really nice, really long walk in some woods. It was lovely, and we just went off the beaten track and did a bit of exploring, so it's been a lovely day altogether. So I've just had some lunch, and I'm just going to finish off the video now and finish editing it and hopefully get it uploaded by the end of today. for my birthday this year, I really wanted to cast on a sort of a birthday knit. So I think it was the week after my birthday, I caked up these yarns that I got from Little Mouse House, and they are called Birthday Party. I actually got them for a gift last year, but didn't get round to casting on, so I knew that I definitely wanted to use them this year. So this is the 6 minis, which Joshua and I think look like ice cream, but I guess they are birthday cake sprinkles types of colours. So I knew I wanted to use those. So I've cast on these socks, which are called Flying North, and you can see they've got a chevron to them. And it's a free pattern. Got it on Ravelry. It's by Maria Monxa, who is stitched in Sweden. If you want to focus. So yeah, it's a free pattern, and it's pretty simple. It's very simple and intuitive, I think is the word. So yeah, I'm getting on with it really well. Basically, every time you knit a purl on the row below, you purl the stitch in front of that one on the next row. So I wouldn't have managed this in my early days of knitting because I found it really difficult to differentiate between a knit and a purl stitch. Obviously, I know now what they look like, but I found it so hard in the beginning, so I'm just mentioning that in case, I don't know whether all beginners feel like that or if it's just me, but yeah, I wouldn't have known so easily back then. But I'm managing the pattern now, and I'm just doing a full pattern repeat, and then I'm changing colour. And I wanted both socks to be the same, but I couldn't be bothered to ball each ball into 2 balls. So I'm knitting them at the same time but on separate needles. Well, not at the same time, because obviously once I've finished with the yarn on this one, I can then add it to the other one. So I'm a little bit behind on this one. Look at that cute little stitch marker. That is from Suzanne at Green Lambkin Yarns. And I wanted to add in a pop of neon, so I put some neon on the cuff for the cast on. And I might actually use that for the heel as well, just to make them completely bright. That's what I want this year, some really bright socks. So I think that the yarns look really yummy, and I cannot look at this one without thinking of mint chocolate chip ice cream. So yummy. And of course I've got a little birthday cake stitch marker. That is Chapel View Crafts. I did get a Victoria sponge for my birthday. Joshua made it for me. Yeah, so just nice simple knitting actually. They do not require too much thought at all. The pattern's on the back of the leg as well, and then obviously once I do the heel and do the foot, it won't be on the sole because that would be quite uncomfortable. I'm using my lovely big basket that I got for my birthday from my friend Jules, who is So Sweet Violet. It's such a big handy basket, and it's got some full-size skeins in there quite easily. It's huge, and it's just perfect for having all my little projects in. And then I've even got my pouch on the top of that as well, which is, as you can see, rather full at the moment. So yeah, I'm just enjoying working on those. I have got this one kept out as well. This is an Easter yarn from Suzanne at Green Lambkin Yarns. It's called Bunny Hop, and it's so fun. I saw Cherie had put on Instagram that she has the same yarn, and she had already cast on some socks, and it knits up absolutely beautifully. Even to see it caked up, it looks so different and so nice as well. So I'm going to aim to maybe do a wee Easter cast on as well. Since it's an Easter yarn, that would be fun, but I would definitely like these off the needles first. So I think I will have to figure out a pattern to use for this yarn. But now that the bunting's finished, I can concentrate a bit more on these socks, and also maybe think about doing a bunting all in cream for myself as well. But these, now that I know how to do these, they do work up pretty quickly and without too much thought.